In a move that has sent tremors throughout Scottish football, whispers around Parkhead suggest that Louis Munteanu, the young Romanian prodigy, is on the verge of signing for Celtic for a fee that reportedly breaks club records. The rumour mills have been buzzing for days, and sources close to the deal hint that the transfer is not just about talent, but a strategic masterstroke aimed at reinvigorating the squad for seasons to come. Fans are speculating endlessly on social media, debating whether this investment signifies a new era for the Hoops or a risky gamble that could either elevate the club to new heights or leave them burdened with expectations too heavy for one teenager to bear. What's particularly tantalizing is the timing of these negotiations, with insiders claiming that Munteanu's style of play aligns perfectly with Celtic's current tactical blueprint, hinting that the club sees him not just as a prospect but potentially as a transformative force, capable of influencing matches at both domestic and European levels. The intrigue is only amplified by the secrecy surrounding the financial terms, and as the reported record fee, although unconfirmed officially, is being whispered in corridors of power across Scottish football, sparking both excitement and trepidation among supporters who have longed for a marquee signing to signal ambition and intent. For weeks, speculation has swirled that Celtic's management have been tracking Munteanu with meticulous precision, observing his performances in Romania with what insiders describe as almost obsessive attention to detail. Scouts are said to have been in attendance at multiple fixtures, analysing not just his goal-scoring instincts, but also his off-the-ball movement, vision, and adaptability under pressure, which have been described as exceptionally advanced for his age. Rumors suggest that a combination of performance metrics, psychological profiling, and potential resale value convinced the club's hierarchy that Munteanu represents a once-in-a-generation opportunity, and that hesitation could mean losing him to rival European sides reportedly circling the young forward. The narrative growing around this deal paints a picture of Celtic not just as opportunists chasing a rising star, but as visionaries laying down a blueprint for long-term success, leveraging a singular talent to potentially reshape the team's attacking philosophy. Online forums have erupted with debates about how he might integrate with the current squad, with armchair analysts drawing comparisons to past club legends, projecting that Munteanu could become a talismanic figure if nurtured correctly. Meanwhile, pundits have been left speculating on whether this signing could ignite a domestic arms race, forcing other Scottish clubs to ramp up their recruitment strategies or risk falling further behind in a league that increasingly thrives on marquee names and high-stakes transfers, adding fuel to the speculation fire. Anonymous sources close to the negotiation table suggest that the deal involved intricate clauses designed to protect both Celtic and Munteanu's interest, hinting at performance-based bonuses, future transfer contingencies, and even appearances in European competitions as triggers for additional payments. While such details remain unverified officially, insiders claim that these complexities point to a negotiation process that is not only high stakes but also highly calculated, reflecting the club's desire to ensure that every aspect of the investment is accounted for. The potential psychological impact on Munteanu himself is also a hot topic among supporters and media commentators who are pondering whether the young Romanian can handle the pressures of expectation that accompany a record-breaking transfer. Some speculate that the Hoops management might implement a tailored development plan, combining mentorship from senior squad members with controlled exposure to high-intensity matches, all designed to maximize his growth while mitigating risks. Online chatter increasingly portrays this as more than just a signing. It is framed as a strategic gamble with potential rewards that could redefine Celtic's attacking approach, but equally significant risks if the young talent struggles to adapt. Every tweet, podcast, and social media post now feeds into the narrative, creating a feedback loop of speculation that keeps fans on edge, eagerly awaiting official confirmation, while simultaneously constructing imagined scenarios of glory, pressure, and the transformation of Parkhead's footballing landscape. In tandem with the growing excitement, rival clubs are reportedly monitoring the situation with keen interest, with insiders claiming that scouts from the English Championship, Serie A, and even Bundesliga sides have expressed astonishment at Celtic's audacity to commit such a record sum to a teenager. The rumors suggest that some European observers view this deal as a bold statement, signaling that Celtic intends to assert itself not merely in Scotland, but as a formidable presence on the continental stage, leveraging young, high-potential talents to achieve long-term strategic goals. Fan forums are flooded with conjecture about whether Munteanu's arrival could catalyze a wider transformation of the squad, including tactical reshuffles, new formations, and perhaps even the introduction of complementary signings to maximize his impact. Meanwhile, social media influencers and sports commentators are creating layered narratives, speculating that this signing could be the first domino in a summer of sweeping changes designed to ensure that Celtic remains competitive at both domestic and European levels. Such rumors, whether grounded in reality or inflated by imagination, have already started influencing betting markets, merchandise speculation, and even the transfer strategies of rival clubs, who reportedly now feel pressured to respond to Celtic's apparent bold ambition. The atmosphere is electric, with the anticipation of seeing Munteanu in green and white kits evoking memories of previous transformative signings, while also feeding into debates over whether modern football's appetite for record-breaking deals places young talents under unprecedented scrutiny and expectation. Sources close to Parkhead hint that Munteanu himself has been aware of Celtic's interest for several months, with insiders suggesting that discussions regarding personal terms, relocation, and adaptation to Scottish football have been conducted with an unusual level of openness. The rumor is that Munteanu is intrigued by the challenge, seeing Celtic not just as a stepping stone, but as a stage to develop into a player capable of commanding attention on bigger European platforms. Speculation around his potential contribution revolves around his ability to integrate into Celtic's attacking patterns, combining technical flair with raw athleticism, and whether he can translate his previous performances into consistent impact against more physically demanding leagues. Social media fan pages have exploded with potential lineups, tactical diagrams, and what-if scenarios reflecting a mix of hope, excitement, and anxiety. Analysts argue that the psychological component will be crucial. Munteanu's success may hinge as much on mental resilience as on skill, with the Parkhead environment testing young players in unique ways. Rumors even hint at potential marketing tie-ins and promotional campaigns tied to the record-breaking nature of the deal, suggesting that Celtic sees not just a player but a symbol of ambition to project to supporters and competitors alike. Finally, the narrative surrounding this rumored signing has begun to take on almost mythic proportions, with fans and pundits alike imagining scenarios ranging from Munteanu becoming a transformative figure in the league to the more cautionary tale of a prodigy overwhelmed by expectation. The club itself has remained enigmatic, neither confirming nor denying the reports, which has only served to intensify speculation. Observers note that the strategic timing of the announcement, the secrecy of negotiations, and the focus on youth potential rather than immediate superstar status all point to a carefully crafted narrative designed to excite the fan base while protecting the club from premature pressure. This blend of secrecy, hype, and high-stakes speculation has turned a single rumored transfer into a story that dominates conversations across Scottish football, shaping narratives, influencing rival strategies, and keeping supporters on tenterhooks. In essence, whether MUNTEANU ultimately dons the green and white or not, the rumour alone has already begun to redefine expectations, stirring both hope and trepidation in equal measure and making Parkhead the centre of a story that feels as much about ambition and vision as it does about the football itself. As the rumour of Munteanu's potential arrival at Celtic continues to swirl, insiders suggest that the young Romanian's decision may hinge on more than just footballing ambition. Sources hint at personal factors, including the prospect of adapting to life in Scotland, the language barrier, and the challenge of stepping into a club where expectations are notoriously high. Rumours speculate that the club has been preparing for this, with plans to offer not only professional support but also personal guidance, mentoring from senior players, and integration strategies aimed at helping him settle both on and off the pitch. Fan discussions online are teeming with imagined scenarios of Munteanu's debut, from tactical placements on the wing or as a central striker to potential synergies with Celtic's existing squad members, projecting him into iconic moments before he even sets foot on the training ground. The speculation extends further, with some voices suggesting that the signing could spark a chain reaction, enticing other high-profile young talents to consider Scotland as a stepping stone into European football. The atmosphere surrounding Parkhead is as electric, with anticipation, nervous excitement, and wild speculation blending into a narrative that feels larger than life, where the boundary between fact and fiction is blurred, and the story of a single young player becomes a symbol of ambition, vision, and the potential rebirth of Celtic's attacking identity. Meanwhile, rival clubs are reportedly analysing every aspect of this rumoured deal, with whispers suggesting that some executives are both impressed and unsettled by Celtic's boldness. According to speculation, the record-breaking fee, although not confirmed officially, has sent shockwaves across Scottish football, forcing competitors to reassess their transfer strategies, wage structures, and scouting priorities. Fan forums speculate endlessly on the potential implications, imagining tactical revolutions, changes in formation, and even psychological shifts in other teams as they anticipate the impact of Munteanu's arrival. Pundits and social media commentators have fueled the frenzy, discussing everything from the teen's goal-scoring potential to the ways his mere presence could alter opponents' defensive approaches. Rumours suggest that clubs may now feel compelled to chase younger talents more aggressively, creating a new dynamic in Scottish recruitment where high-potential teenagers are suddenly the most sought-after commodities. This narrative has evolved into a story that extends beyond Parkhead, touching rivalries, transfer markets, fan psychology, and the very perception of what constitutes ambition in modern football, positioning Munteanu not just as a player but as a catalyst for broader strategic shifts across the league and feeding speculation that has become almost impossible to contain within traditional reporting channels. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Celtic FC fans. Adding another layer of intrigue, insiders speculate that the negotiations themselves may have involved behind-the-scenes maneuvers with agents, advisors, and intermediaries working tirelessly to secure terms that balance risk and reward. Rumors suggest that performance clauses, image rights, and potential future transfer percentages have been meticulously structured, reflecting Celtic's awareness of both the value and volatility of investing in a teenage talent. Observers online are constructing complex scenarios, discussing potential European appearances, the pressures of iconic matches, and the weight of being labelled a record signing before proving oneself on Scottish turf. Some suggest that Munteanu's personal ambition is a key factor, with speculation indicating he sees Celtic as a platform to test himself in a more competitive environment, prove his readiness for higher levels, and attract attention from major continental leagues. Social media speculation has reached fever pitch, with fan-created mock lineups, tactical simulations, and endless debates about how Celtic might integrate such a player without destabilizing the existing squad. The rumor alone has become a spectacle, blending strategy, ambition, and youthful promise into a narrative that feels both suspenseful and cinematic, turning the potential arrival of one teenager into a story that dominates conversations across Scottish football and beyond, with Parkhead as the epicenter of speculation and anticipation. Meanwhile, discussions have intensified around how Munteanu might influence Celtic's style of play, with some insiders suggesting that his versatility could allow tactical experimentation that has previously been unexplored. Rumors speculate that managers might adjust formations to accommodate his strengths, potentially creating new attacking dynamics that surprise both fans and opponents alike. Online chatter paints vivid pictures of intricate passing sequences, high-intensity pressing, and moments of brilliance that only a player of Munteanu's reported talent could produce. Analysts suggest that the psychological impact on the squad could be as significant as the technical one, inspiring existing players to elevate performances in anticipation of the new arrival. Speculation even extends to European competitions, with whispers that Munteanu could be the missing link in Celtic's quest for continental recognition, a figure around whom attacking patterns might be restructured. The intrigue is heightened by the secrecy surrounding official announcements, fueling endless debates among fans, pundits, and journalists alike, with social media platforms amplifying each unverified rumor into near-legendary tales of what might unfold. Each narrative strand builds upon the last, creating a layered story that mixes fact, expectation, and imagination, making the young Romanian the focal point of speculation that feels as intense and unpredictable as the game itself, leaving Parkhead buzzing with a mixture of hope, anxiety, and uncontainable anticipation. Insiders continue to suggest that Munteanu's potential signing could also trigger commercial and marketing opportunities, with rumors circulating that the club sees him as a symbol of ambition, youth, and future growth. Reports, though unverified, hint at plans for merchandise campaigns, promotional events, and branding tie-ins that would leverage the excitement surrounding a record-breaking transfer. Fans speculate on everything from kit sales featuring the teenager's name to potential endorsements, imagining the financial ripple effects that extend far beyond the pitch. Analysts online are debating whether Celtic's investment in MUNTEANU represents a calculated risk balancing sporting ambition with commercial opportunity, and whether such a move signals a new era in how Scottish clubs manage young talent. Social media discussions are filled with hypothetical scenarios, from breakout moments in crucial matches to potential leadership roles in the squad, projecting a narrative that elevates MUNTEANU from a mere signing to a transformative figure in both footballing and commercial terms. The rumor itself has become a story, capturing imaginations, driving speculation, and transforming Parkhead into a theatre of expectation, where the arrival of one player is enough to dominate news cycles, fan debates, and the wider narrative of Scottish football long before a single ball is kicked. Hello, fan. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.